Audrey. Those nightmares. They're getting worse. I mean, you saw this morning. They are getting worse and more about Heather.
Yes, I know.
You know what happened this morning? I was in the nurse's station, turned around, and she was standing there. She was standing there smiling. She had the same trench coat on, the same trench coat. It was like a repeat of the nightmare, Audrey. In my room, the trench coat, holding the gun, intending to kill me. Audrey, I wanted to scream out, stay away from me, Heather, stay away from me.
Oh, Anne, I'm so sorry.
It's me. That woman hates me, Aud.
She is not going to hurt you.
I feel like such a fool with these feelings, Audrey, but she's getting out of that sanitarium.
I know, and she's going to be under supervision. Aside from coming here to the hospital to see her doctor, you won't have to see her at all.
I only wish I could believe that.
You know, running away isn't going to do any good.
I know. I couldn't do that to Jeremy especially. No. I feel so desperate sometimes, you know?
That's because of the unknown. No, once Heather is released, and you'll find that it's much different than you imagine. I'm sure of that.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just letting those stupid nightmares get the best of me, right? I mean, that vicious cycle you were talking about and everything.
You might think about taking a couple of days off.
No. No, that probably would be the worst thing I can do. No, I gotta keep busy.
I think everyone would understand.
No. No, I gotta keep my mind occupied.
Man, you do what you think is best.
Besides, I probably wouldn't know what to do with my spare time.
We all do love you. Hmm?
I know. I love you, too.
Okay. Well, listen, if we're going to have time for coffee, we'd better get going.
Yeah. Well, I feel a lot better.
Well, I'm glad. Oh, must be the shoes.
Oh, yes. Must be the shoes.
Oh, of course. Come on.
Okay, just
All
a
right.
minute.
Get that lock on. Let's go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Barely recognized you without your shaving cream. Look, I hope your dad realized that I was serious this morning when I congratulated him about his award.
Yeah. I think he was just a little bit embarrassed. He doesn't really go in for things like that, you know. But I was really proud of him. And Jeff, too. It's strange, though. They were out there saving all those lives. At the same time, Diana Taylor was murdered.
Are there any leads on that murder yet?
I don't know. Joe is working on the investigation, though.
Joe? Well, he must be busy between that and this stuff with Hutch.
Yeah.
Look, again, I hope that your father knew I was serious. I know my timing wasn't too good. I'm not really one of his favorite people.
We talked about you after you had gone.
Great.
You curious?
I don't think I want to know what was said.
I wouldn't be so sure. So, how did your errands go?
As a matter of fact, terrific.
Really?
Yes, things are moving along very well. Is Alex in?
Yeah. She's waiting for you.
Yes, Laura.
Luke has arrived.
Oh, the Wanderer's finally come home.
Yes. Shall I send him in?
Yes, please do.
She says go right on in.
Thank you. You know, I'm very serious about that big evening that we have planned.
Our dinner?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be candlelight, champagne, the whole bit.
Just don't forget about it.
I have never reneged on a promise to you yet, have I?
I'm ready. Whenever you are.
Well, it just might be a little sooner than either one of us expected.
I haven't forgotten about something else, too.
What is that?
You said that we had to talk.
Yeah, we do.
You want to tell me what's so important?
As if you didn't know.
Okay, I can't live on dreams any longer, though.
No, you're not going to have to live on dreams anymore.
Luke,
And that's all I'm going to say, because a guy's got to have a few secrets.
Robert Scorpio's here to see you, sir.
Have him come in, please. Good morning, Scorpio.
Morning.
Would you like some tea or perhaps a little breakfast?
I'll pass on that, thank you. Will that be all, sir?
That'll be all. Thank you, Albert. So, what did you find at the security office?
Pretty much what I thought, that Alex and Luke had checked out the security arrangements yesterday.
That must mean that they expect the statue to get to the auction hall, and perhaps they're planning to get it before it reaches the auction block.
I don't think they could, but it's an idea that they've probably checked into.
Alex is extremely clever, you know.
Clever enough to know that she's being watched.
Yes, and maybe this is one of her other tricks, to make us believe that this is the real Ice Princess when it's only a decoy.
Exactly as we've said, you know, it could be a failure.
Alex has to be one of the most devious women that I have known, and that is quite an accomplishment.
I can see that you've worked with her before.
Yes, I have a few times, and she has been totally unpredictable.
Yes, with one change. The stakes have never been this high before.
That's why I don't know why she would play such a dangerous game to mislead us.
She'd kill for the Ice Princess.
Oh, no doubt about that.
The point is that there's no way for us to know whether that statue is the real thing until we get it in our hands.
Fake or real, we must find out. I would give anything in this world to penetrate the Quatermain's inner circle, find out what is really going on.
There's no way to do that.
Are you positive that Luke Spencer can be bought?
Unfortunately for him, I haven't found his price.
Well, how are my two favorite ladies?
Oh, I think we're going to make it.
Yeah.
Good, that's what I like to hear. Oh, I talked to Jeff a little while ago.
You did? How was he?
Aside from missing you like crazy, he's all right.
Did you tell him about the citation from the sheriff's department?
Oh, yes, and he asked me to have Rick pick up his plaque for him.
Ah, did you tell him we were all very proud of him?
Absolutely.
Good. Well, I don't know about you two, but I gotta get back to work. Vic, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
How is she really?
Well, I think she's a little shaky still, but she's going to be all right.
I hope so, Audrey. Well, Dan's waiting to see me, so I'd better get moving. See you later?
Yeah, right.
Heather,
Hello, Anne.
what can I do for you?
I see George is gone.
Yes, she's on a break.
Oh, well, when she comes back, could you give her a message for me? Just tell her I couldn't find Amy. She'll know what it means.
I'll tell her.
And Anne,
Yes.
the next time Jeff calls, could you give him regards from his wife?
Sure.
And ask him to give Steve and Lars a kiss for me.
I'll tell him.
Thank you so much. I love them both so much. Have a nice day.
Okay, look. It's clear to me that whatever plan Luke and Alex are hatching is going to take place inside the auction hall itself.
Which tells us very little.
Maybe not. You think about this. They already know about the security arrangements there, so their main problem is going to be to get past the guards at the door.
Which means their plan is to strike at the auction.
But does it? I mean, look, if they're going to try to work a plan like that, it means they've got to go up against the security guards and us. Not to mention the attention they'll create. I wonder.
Guess what?
Spencer's clever enough to have created this whole plan as a smokescreen, but then again, he's not to know, or doesn't know, I don't think, that I know the security arrangements.
And he had no way of knowing that you knew that he went to the auction hall to check it out. So the plan we see emerging now may not be a smokescreen at all.
So when do we hit them? Maybe we don't hit them at all. Maybe it's someone else. But those odd objects are arriving by police van. Do we grab them then?
And then risk a battle with the Port Charles police? Are you kidding? No, certainly not. Although you're on the right track. If Luke plans to strike up the auction, then we have to hit him where he's vulnerable.
He'll be watching us like a hawk. Do we use one of our own people to steal from the auction?
No, because that would again be a problem of publicity. You know, a thief that steals from an art auction and past the security guards is going to be the object of questions. I mean, they're going to wonder why he would steal something that's invaluable. So, I mean, we couldn't afford questions like that.
So that brings us back to square one, doesn't it?
Well, find out what Luke's plan is.
And then stay one step ahead of him.
Now, look, kid, I know you pretty well, and I also know that this morning must have been a smashing success.
Just because I'm in a good mood doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you about my plan, Alex.
But you've got one, right?
Yeah. Seems to be perfect.
What do you mean, seems to be perfect?
Well, I have to give it a dry run some night when there's nobody around that auction hall.
Oh, but you know Scorpio's gonna have you followed.
Yes, that's where you come in. I need you to come up with something so that you can get Scorpio and all his stupid little goons and Cassadine and his goons and keep them off my tail.
In other words, I've got to give him something to worry about.
You got it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have been thinking about hiring a couple of bodyguards to throw him off the track.
Bodyguard. That might work. That's a good idea, and it's perfect timing. The thing is, you're going to have to leak the fact that you have bodyguards to Scorpio.
Oh, yes. In a way that'll make him think he's brilliant.
Yeah, in a way, I think you're brilliant.
Thank you, kid. I'll take that as a compliment.
All right.
Excuse me. Yes, Laura?
Yes, you have a call from the security firm that's working with the auction?
The security firm?
Yes, they'd like to speak to either you or the auction manager.
Yes, we'll take it. Put it through, please.
Allow me.
All right.
Hello, Miss Quatermain?
This is Luke Spencer.
Oh, well, hello. This is Fred Cook from Security Services.
What can I do for you, Mr. Cook?
I just wanted you to know that I used you as a business reference today, and I hope that there's no problem.
Well, I don't think that there should be. We're very pleased. We're very pleased with what you've done with for us so far.
I just didn't want you to wonder what was going on if this man calls.
Yes, I appreciate your letting us know.
The man said that he knows you anyway.
An Australian chap.
Well, yes, I guess that was his accent. How did you know?
Robert Scorpio is a good friend of mine. We've always been close. He's interested in keeping his property protected.
Seemed like a nice fellow.
Right, he's a real nice fellow, a real sweetheart. Thank you for calling, Mr. Cook. Well, the wolves are gathering.
Not so soon.
Yes, but it doesn't matter because there's one thing I have in my pocket, and that's my plan, and they'll never know what it is, and neither will you.